Well guys, I don't know whether you're getting this. I'm using the GoPro and I'm actually using the what I call the miner's lamp headset. It's just like a headband really. And it's looking very nice. Teasels are coming into flower now, so I shall wait a little bit later on. Very good for the teasel stem, the main stem there. Very good for using for a hand drill set. So I've not got a lot of power left in this camera, and I'm using the mobile phone as the remote, and at the moment it's quite good. I do have a proper remote for the GoPro, but this enables me to use it as a, as I say, as a remote, and I can see where I'm going as well. So we're coming round to the lake. This is my usual get-in. I'm having a bit of a cook-up today, guys, and I bought some new kit. So at the moment I'm looking for a piece of wood. It's going to be appropriate. Some guys fishing, but you know my views on fishing. So let's get wandering, shall we? Yeah, we've had a pretty good week. It's been very, very hot in this part of the world, and it's been absolutely stonkingly gorgeous as well. So I'm looking for a piece of a length of wood, possibly hazel, that's about between those two fingers thick. I bought some new kit yesterday when I had to buy some new trousers because I've lost a bit of weight, and I bought a couple of new things for barbecue and open fire cooking, and I'm going to try them out today. I've got a bannock mix in the bag. I mixed it up at home so that I wouldn't have to actually mix it up out here. Trying to find what I need. I went about a cubic long, elbow to tip of fingers length. And I don't want to keep cutting wood willy-nilly, so this is going to be hopefully more or less a piece that's going to last me a while. I think I've found what I need. So what I'll do, pop the remote in the thing, see if I've got a saw on this knife. Yep. It's a piece of holly, and it'll serve the purpose that I need it for. There's a little doggy up there. And I see squirrels have been about as well. There's plenty of hazelnuts on the floor, and they're not even ripe yet. Yep, this will definitely do what I need it to do. Yeah, so I bought a portable barbecue out with me today, so that I can actually just sit down. I want an open fire, but having an open fire in this weather is fraught with a certain amount of danger, because obviously you've got to be careful of all the dryness around you. And where I cook up, there's a lot of pine duff, and that tendency is that has a tendency to burn without you knowing it. It catches underneath. But regardless of that, I'm experimenting. you know, because I like a fire and I like to be able to cook on something other than a Trangia stove. To go over what I called, can't think what was that. To go over what I'm going to cook, which isn't much. It's just sausages and a bannock. I was going to bring some eggs out, but I prefer a boiled egg. But I've got some coffee. Hopefully I've packed the coffee. I do have a habit of forgetting things sometimes. I bought a pouch of coffee in the local camping shop. I'm going to try it out because it seemed to me a good way. It's an expensive way, but a good way of carrying some coffee out with me that's non-instant. I like filter coffee. I like coffee done through the coffee press. It doesn't have a bad reaction on my system. Instant coffee has a real bad reaction. I react quite badly to it. But I do like the taste of coffee, and I've done quite a bit recently. Sort of switch between coffee and tea when I'm out. Got a couple of tea bags as well. I intend to have quite a pleasant time out today. So I've got a nice piece of holly. I think this is going to do what it needs. Well, back again. Up that way is where I normally go for my little sit downs. A little bit of a clearing in the woods there. It's not bad. But today I want to go out to the open field, make the most of the area because it's going to be built upon. You will see it in a bit. I'm just taking this walk up through the back entrance. Through here, hopefully later on in the early autumn, hopefully going to be plenty of fungi around here. You could do with a bit more rain. It's been very dry of late. Not too much rain. We've had some terrific thunderstorms last week here in the southeast. Absolutely gorgeous. And they were, well, as I say, they were gorgeous. Some of the photographs that people did, particularly along the coast, really unusual cloud formations, beautiful lightning strikes, over 3,000 in the southeast alone. Yeah, as I say, most of you who follow me know that I live in the southeast of England. It has two things, one positive and one negative. Positive, it's probably the most heavily and densely wooded part of the UK, Sussex, Surrey and Kent, due mostly to coppicing. As I look around here now, this is overstood. I mean, very, very much overstood coppice. In fact, it needs sorting out because it's too dense to allow it to be natural woodland. You can see the crowns. There's one that's fallen over there. Most of this here is chestnut coppice. This would have been used mostly for fencing and such like. You can use the bark for bark work. This is a bit advanced, but the younger trees like you've got here, if you scrape it back, you can... Well guys, while I'm waiting for the fire on the barbecue to burn down, so I've got this nice bed of hot coals. These are two items I purchased yesterday for campfire cooking. It's called Grandpa's Fire Fork. I actually made something similar to this, but it was two bits of wire on a long stick which you could flip back and flip forward, and it had a ring. But this is a bit smaller, and with a bit of luck, once I've trimmed it down, it'll go onto this. I should put it onto that end. I've got to carve this down a bit. And also, I've got what I call Grandpa's Grill. Got two folded out things here. These hook around the stick. You can also hook it out so it's like a gridiron, so if you've got an open fire, you can actually put it over the fire with some support and you've got something to grill on. So I'm going to try this on my portable barbecue at home. Again, it's a nice bit of kit, and it fits in the Light My Fire eating set as well. It's a nice shape, very well designed. It does take a bit, it is a bit fiddly with hooking it around the stick, And to that end, I brought my carving jack with me. Well, this is going to take a couple of minutes for it to die down before I can start cooking. I've got the bannock mix already made up in there. All I've got to do is just pack it out into the pan. And I've got some sausages somewhere, and that's the coffee, which I shall go over in a minute. I say it's a one-shot job, and it's quite expensive for what it is. It's £2 a packet. I will go through this now. It's £2 a packet. Various strengths and various types of coffee from all around the world. Guatemalan, Ethiopian. This one happens to be Brazilian. Takes half a litre of water, and it also pours out after it's brewed. This is the pouring pot as well. I'm going to find out what it's like. It's convenient because it's flat and it's a one-shot job. The only trouble is you've got to pack all the rubbish out. Great for weekend jobbies, I should think. If it's longer than that, I would use my coffee press and take coffee out. So I'll be back with you guys in a minute. My water's boiling and I'm going to have a brew. Well, it's a very snug fit. There's the bannock cooking. Going to have a look at that in a minute. There's the sausages cooking in Grandpa's fire grill. I've also got that as well, which is Grandpa's fire fork, which will fit on the same stick. I'm going to work on the stick a little bit when I get home, so I can use it most of the time. Eventually it will burn down, obviously, at that end, as it's hung over the fire more. But that's something I've got to work at. Anyway, I've got sausages on the go today, and hopefully they'll cook out alright. I'm going to check my bannock in a second. Today is bannock and sausages. Could have been a BBC breakfast, but I left the bacon at home. I thought I'd get myself a few sausages on the way in. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a minute. Well guys, the meal is almost cooked. I haven't got down to doing the coffee because I've still got a tea there, as you can see. I've dispensed with the bannock pan, and once the bannock had set on its sides, I chucked it straight onto the griddle, onto the barbecue. The portable barbecue, or the disposable barbecue, is working really well. I'm quite pleased with it. I've never used one before. The sausages are cooking well. I do have a portable barbecue indoors which I want to start using. I know it's extra weight when you're going out, you've got to take the bag of charcoal with you, but in my view it's a lot better using that. It's a sustained source and using from what's around you. If you're only going for a short visit in the woods, why waste the resource which is around you? Other creatures can use that. Anyway guys, as I was saying earlier, if I pan up into there, and if I zoom in, you can see blackberries around there, and they are ripe and ready for picking. Well, some of them are at least. So guys, I shall see you in a bit. I'm going to eat my dinner now, or my breakfast should I say. Bye. Well, I've just heard the buzzard again. Somewhere up there is a sweet bird of prey. It's a really nice sound. It's nice to hear it. I say no doubt when I've put everything away it will show its face. But salabbing. I packed very badly today. I didn't really think through what I was doing. I'll cut down through here. Yeah, I didn't really think through what I was going to do as far as packing kit. I did it at the last minute, and my man cave is in such a shithole. It was difficult finding stuff. But other than that, bought a new shelter. It's like a beach shelter, it's called, but you could use it in a place like the woodland or a little bit of open land like where I was today. The good thing about it, it's very light, and enable you to sort of stick yourself somewhere if it starts to rain. And it was very cheap. It cost me about £3 from my place of work, but then I do get quite a good bit of discount on that day. Yeah, if I remember, I'll download the picture off my phone, and you can have a gander at it at the end of this piece of burbling. Yep. And very nice piece of kit too. Also bought 2 new chairs for the back garden, but that's by the by. The shelters, I'm almost at the end of completing the shrimp net. Just not had time to go up to B&Q and to get the requisite nails and other bits and couple of other bits and bobs. I'm working on making a triangular drop net. I've been after a bicycle wheel for a while, but our washing line collapsed, it broke, and so I'm rescuing bits off it, and hopefully the 3 stays that were there, I'm hoping are going to make a good triangular drop net which I can actually collapse down. And I have intended to do more canoeing this year. Just again, it's time just runs away, you know. I wake up and plan things and bang, it's gone, a day has gone. Anyway guys, I value your comments and I value advice as well, and it's been a nice little wander through the woods. I haven't spent too much time out here. It's starting to get warm already, and it's not yet, well, it's only 20 to 10, so by the time it gets to about 11 o'clock it's going to be absolutely stifling. So guys, until the next time, get out in the woods, enjoy yourself, find projects to do. Remember, bushcraft isn't always about buying kit, it's also about producing your own items, making something yourself. Bye, over and out.